Okay, welcome back to Tracy's Kenpo Karate, Purple Belt. This is lesson 4. In this lesson we're going to cover Crash of the Eagles and Encircling Arms. Now Crash of the Eagles has A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I variations, but don't get too worried about that. They're real simple, so it won't be that hard. And then we're going to go into Circling Arms for a tackle technique. So let's bow in and get started. Okay, the first technique we're going to look at today, and we're only going to do the 2 techniques, not a kata, just because Crash of the Eagles is so much. I don't want to overwhelm you. And then in the next lesson, we'll finish going through the rest of your short 2. So, Crash of the Eagles, part 2. This is the continuation of what you learned in Orange Belt. We're just going to show you some different ways to do the same thing. And I'm going to show you a kind of a quicker way to go through it. Once we go through each one of them individually and what I allow the students to do when it comes to the hand strikes. So, as we learned in Orange Belt, Crash of the Eagles is for a 2-hand choke or a 2-hand grab. On the A through H version, I believe it's all going to be stepping forward, and only on the I will we actually step back. So as they come in on us and they grab or choke us or grab our shoulders, because they're on top of us, we're going to step forward. And as we did in the Orange Belt version, as we step forward, we're going to step with our left foot to about the 1:32 o'clock position, and the hands are going to come up and over to jerk that head forward. And on the A version, as the head comes forward, we're going to come right back into a cradle and crush. So we want to make sure we're in a soft bow when we end up with our clearing action, so that we can use our power patterns to finish off with the strikes on the first 3. So, A, for Crash of the Eagles Part 2, step left to about the 1-2 o'clock position. Your right hand's going to come up and over. You're going to jerk that head forward, and then you're going to go from your soft bow to your horse with a cradle and crush. The B version, same setup. We're going to start off with our left foot stepping forward, clear the arms into a soft bow. Right hand goes into chamber, and then from our soft bow we're going to go to horse and throw a half fist to the throat. We're assuming as we jerk that head forward, the head's going to come and expose that throat. So let's repeat those 2, and we'll keep doing this until we get through all of them. A, step forward, clear the arm, soft bow, cradle and crush to horse. B version, step forward, clear the arms, half fist to the throat as we go back to horse. Then the C is what I call a softball pitch. It's the easiest way to remember how to do this, and it helps the students remember what they're doing. Starts off the same way. Step forward, clear the arm. But this time we're not going to stop. We want to continue that arm rotation just as if you're throwing a softball. So as we clear the arm, we're going to continue circling it around. We're going to do a knuckle rake, which is an inverted half fist right up through the chin, and then we're going to shuffle forward and do a claw or grab to the groin. As I said, when you do this, it looks like you're pitching a softball. So, for the C, left foot steps to the 2:30, 1 o'clock position. Clear the arms, continue the motion, do not stop it, so you want to build up momentum. Upper knuckle rake underneath the chin as you step forward and claw and grab the groin. So, we've got A, step forward, cradle and crush. B, step forward again, soft bow to horse, half fist to throat. C is a groin grab, but we're going to call it the softball pitch. As we come underneath, knuckle rake under the chin, shuffle forward and grab the groin. Now from here we're going to go through D through H, is going to be done with the left side. Still stepping forward. So we're going to step forward, clear the arms, and go into a eye strike. Okay? So D, clear, eye strike. So let's review all those again. So A, clear, cradle and crush. B, clear the arms, half fist the throat. C is a groin grab or the softball pitch. Knuckle rake under the chin, grab the groin and strike. D, we strike with our left hand this time as we go into an I strike. Right hand in chamber. The E version is a half fist to the throat. Okay, so we got I strike, half fist. And then from the E we got the F, which is clear vertical punch. So now we've done an I strike, a half fist, and a vertical punch. Then from there we're going to do a heel palm strike. Clear the arms, heel palm strike. Okay, so we got D, which is an I strike, E, half fist, F, vertical, G, heel palm. So let's go through all of those one more time. So, A, clear the arms, soft bow, cradle and crush. B, clear the arms, soft bow, back to horse for our half fist. Remember, we always need a power pattern. C, clear the arms, keep the hand going, knuckle rake under the chin, shuffle forward and grab the groin. D through G, we're going to go into a hard bow. So we're going to clear on D, I strike, hard bow, right hand in chamber. E, clear, half fist to throat. So kind of imagine your hands just continuously changing from open to close. Then after the half fist, we got a vertical punch into hard bow, right hand in chamber. And then we've got the G version here. Now, what I do with my students is I don't make them do every single one of those individually. I usually just have them work the hand pattern. And by this I mean I'll tell them to do D through G, and I just have them do I strike, half fist, vertical, heel palm. Okay, it saves a little time, and by this point you should know how to step forward and clear and do each one of those individually. But for practicing and testing purposes, I like to use changing of the hand strikes because it teaches them how to go from one hand strike to the next. So let's go through all of those again, and then we'll go into the last two techniques, which are slightly different. The last two variations, I should say. So, A, step forward, clear, cradle and crush, soft bow to horse, okay? We want that circular power pattern. And then we got B, clear, half fist to throat, soft bow to horse. There again, we got our power pattern. D, we don't really need one with this, but we're going to use the forward momentum to actually give us the power we need on this. And we're going to come up under. Remember, don't stop this. You don't want to clear and then go up because you've just lost all that momentum that you had winding up. So we want to keep that wind up and allow us to generate the power we need. So we're going to clear, continue the wind, knuckle rake under the chin, step forward, grab, and claw the groin. Then we have D, I strike, E, half fist, F, vertical, G, heel palm. Okay? You can do it just like that if you test through me. With your own instructor, you might want to check with them. They may want you to do it individually. Okay, again. Here, A. B with the half fist. C, knuckle rake, groin grab. Then we got I strike for D. E, half fist to the throat. F, vertical punch. G, heel palm. Okay? Then we have H. Now H is in your kata. It's in your future kata that you're going to have. And what you're going to do is you're going to step forward. We're going to stylize this a bit because it is in a kata. Strike the eyes. Go back to horse with an uppercut to the chin. Roll over, hammer fist to the groin, back to hard bow. So again on the H version. Clear the arms. I strike. You should be in a hard bow, right hand in chamber. We're going to shift from hard bow to horse, uppercut to the chin, roll over, hammer fist to the groin into a reverse hard bow stance with your left hand in check. So again on H, step to 230, clear, eye strike, elbow to horse, reverse hard bow with a hammer fist to the groin. So let's go through all those again. A version, clear, cradle and crutch. B, clear, half fist to throat. C, we're going to do our softball pitch. We're going to clear, knuckle rake under the chin, shuffle forward slightly, claw, and strike the groin. Then from here, we're going to do D, eye strike, E, half fist, F, vertical, and G, heel palm. Then we have H, stylized, eye strike, hard bow, hand in chamber, uppercut under the chin, reverse to a hard bow into a groin strike with your hammer fist to the groin. I is the same as H, just it's more for the street. We're going to step back because we're going to assume that we're at a distance, and we're going to do the same thing. Okay. The only difference really is the stylization of it. You're still going to go to a hard bow, and this time instead of stopping here, you're going to just roll this on over and continue that motion into your hard bow, checking that leg, spreading those legs to get them off balance, and hammer fist that groin. So when you step back, you want to step back in between that leg and check it, almost bump them. And that'll give them off balance just a little bit, and it'll make it easier for this technique to work. So we got the last one of I, step back, eye strike, elbow, continue that motion, hammer fist to the groin, hand in check. And let's go through those all again. So, from our neutral stance, they grab, they're on top of us, step forward, clear the arms, cradle and crush. They're in close to us even though we stepped away. B, clear the arms, half fist to throat. This time they're a little farther away because we're using a full hand strike. C, clear the arms, knuckle rake under the chin, shuffle forward, groin grab. Then we have our left-sided strikes with D, eye strike, E, half fist to the throat, then a vertical punch, and then a heel palm. Then we're going to go into H, which is our kata, continuing to step forward. From here, soft bow, eye strike to hard bow, uppercut to horse, roll over, reverse hard bow, going into a hammer fist to the groin. And then the I, same as H, but we're going to step back without the stylization. Clear the arms, eye strike, elbow, roll over, hammer fist to the groin. And that is Crash of the Eagles Part 2, A through I. And this is the last Crash of the Eagles you will learn as far as this type of a variation. So let's do it from a slightly different angle. So we got A, clear, cradle and crush. B, clear, half fist the throat. C, softball pitch, clear, knuckle rake under the chin, claw the groin. D, E, F, and G, so we're going to step forward. D, E, F, G. H is your kata, so we're going to stylize it. We're going to step back still, clear, uppercut, hammer fist. And then we're stepping forward on H. My apologies. Then we're stepping back, eye strike, elbow, hammer fist to the groin. And those are Crash of the Eagles, A through I. The next technique we're going to look at is called Encircling Arms, A through D. This is a tackle technique. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the chops of our hand in a circular manner. So, A is assuming they're coming running at us. They've got plenty of distance between us and them. They're not too close. As they come in, we're going to go out of the way so that they can go past us. And as they do so, we're going to chop the back of the neck with our left. Then this hand's going to come up, chop the back of the neck again, and then wing chop the throat as they come down. You're going to have to be very quick at this, so make sure when you practice this, practice slow, but eventually you're going to have to build up some speed. Otherwise, we're going to be gone before you ever finish this. So, 1, 2, wing chop. Okay, again, encircling arms, the name comes because we're going to encircle the arms, circle them around. Chop, chop, and then wing chop the throat. Okay, our B version to this is we start getting into the what ifs. We've done our first chop, we've done our second chop, but they're still continuing to go. Our timing wasn't right, we didn't get effective enough chop to slow them down, so we're going to use a defensive side kick. So we're going to go chop the back of the neck, chop the back of the neck. We go to do a wing chop, but we realize they're gone, so we're going to go into a defensive side kick to the body. In other words, hit them wherever you can get at them. Okay, again, B. Chop, chop, no wing chop, defensive side kick. So, encircling arms A, chop the back of the neck, chop the back of the neck, following through to a wing chop to the throat. B, what if they keep going? Go 1, 2, into a defensive side kick. Now, a defensive side kick isn't really a thrust kick, but it does have some push to it. We are going to put our hips into it slightly. Okay? Then we have the C versions. The C and D's are what if they actually put their hands on you. Now, we're also now with this technique, we're going to do like we kind of did with spiraling wrist. We're going to use the ending of locking arm in this particular case. So make sure you understand locking arm before you do this technique, because it'll make it easier on you to do. So as the tackle comes in, we do the first chop, we do the second chop, but now they have their arm wrapped around us, so we can't do a wing chop, and there's no reason for a defensive side kick because they're not there, they're still up against us. So we're going to go chop, chop, the arm's wrapped around our body, so we're going to go into locking arm by wrapping our right hand, breaking it, using the back to kind of pin the arm to hyperextend it, step back left, pull them around, knee, hammer fist. Okay, again, 1, 2, we're now pinned, wrap the arm around, step back left, pull them around, left knee, left hammer fist to the back. Now this D version and the last variation of encircling arms, we are going to get pinned a little bit quicker than we planned. We start to do the first chop, but they're already on top of us. Okay, they've already kind of hit us. So we're going to just adjust our stance back to a square horse facing 6, and then go back into our locking arm. Okay? So, A version, everything works perfectly. 1, 2, wing chop. B version, things start going wrong. 1, 2, they're no longer there for the wing chop, something didn't go right, so we go into a defensive side kick to anywhere on the body. Most likely it's going to be around the hip or leg area, depending on how fast they're coming in and how fast you react to what you see. The C version, we go 1, 2, we get pinned, the arm's wrapped around our back, so we're going to go into locking arm. This wrap around will kind of pin the arm against our back. We're going to do our best to break or hyperextend it as we swing them around and knee the body, hammer fist the back. Now the D version, we start this, we get pinned immediately. They're just on top of us. So follow completely out to your face 6, and then continue on like you did with C. Knee, hammer fist. Okay, so we got Crash of the Eagles. Let's go through those again because I know there's a lot of them. So stepping forward, A, clear, cradle and crush. B, clear, half fist the throat. C, clear the arm, knuckle rake, grab the groin, what we call a softball pitch technique. Then we're going to go into D, E, F, and G. So we're going to step forward, clear the arms, I strike, D, half fist, E, vertical, F, half palm, G. Okay, so when you're practicing this, you can just practice going eyes, half, vertical, heel. And that's assuming you're going to test with me. There again, if you're testing with your own instructor, double check with them to make sure that's okay with them. Most instructors will allow it, but some prefer you to do each one individually so that they can see that you're doing everything correctly. Personally, I think if you cannot go into this point, then we need to go back to some of our basics. So you should have no problem understanding each one. And then we got H, kata, clear, eye strike, uppercut, elbow, roll over, hard bow, checking that leg, hammer fisting the groin. And by checking that leg and doing that leg check, that'll actually allow you to bump them and spread them out a little bit and expose the groin a little more. And then we have the last one, which is eye. So we're going to step back, eye strike, roll over with the chin, and immediately go into a hammer fist to the groin using a hard bow. Then we have encircling arms. We'll review again. Chop, chop for a tackle, wing chop as they come in. B version, then doing a tackle technique again. We get the first two strikes in, can't get to the third, so all we can really do is throw a defensive side kick to the body as they pass us on by. E, we do the first two chops, we get pinned, they're already wrapped around us. We're going to wrap the arm around theirs, pinning it against our back, go into locking arm by pivoting around with our left knee hammer fist. Now when you pivot this around, 1, 2, okay, and you've wrapped them up, you're going to take the left foot, and this is 6, so we're going to step back to about 10-30 and whoop them around and drive that knee into them, which should double them over and allow for the hammer fist to the back. See? Chop, can't get the second chop in, our arms get pinned anyway. Adjust your stance slightly back to facing 6. Wrap the arm around, left foot to 10-30, spin them around, knee, hammer fist. Okay, and now you've got Crash of the Eagles, A through I, and encircling arms, A, B, C, and D. As always, any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me. I'll do my best to answer them as quickly as I can. In the meantime, keep practicing, and I can't wait to see you in lesson 5. You guys are doing great. Thank you.